know we asked you this before, but what do your players need to do to get off to a better start? You know, they came back and had the lead, but then could not finish.
Well, defensively, Khalil Ware has a All-American type night. 20 points in the first half, and he was terrific. But we also gave him easy buckets early where he got some confidence going, and he's a really good player. But he just did whatever he wanted in the first half. Specifically, we were able to get Renault in foul trouble. We just never get, specifically in the first half, gave him so much confidence and battled our way back. But then in the second half, we have that 2-point lead, can't get a stop. Get another 2-point lead, can't get a stop. We just had a hard time keeping either him or Renault, and then Mabako got loose on us a couple times and made some plays. So it's a credit to them. They made shots when they needed to, but to have them go 23 of 34 from 2, even though they shot the 3 a little better than they have shot it, that's the disappointing part defensively, specifically, interiorly.
Do you think the fact that they got hot early from 2 eventually led to hitting some threes, a team that had...
Yeah, the 3 that they had in the first half were all in defensive breakdowns. We let dribble penetration go baseline. It caused rotations. One they hit in the corner. Another one swung all the way around back to Renault, and he hit the one in front of our bench. Most of the 3, at least all the ones in the first half, were all on. Johnson got the one where we were too soft on the ball screen. He was able to comfortably dribble into it, but the rest of them were all on defensive breakdowns of getting beat baseline or letting the ball screen get rejected, and now we're in scramble mode behind it, and they move the ball well to find the open shooter.
When you guys did start to close the gap, especially in the first half, what did you like from John, especially attacking?
John was terrific. Yeah, John gets it. John understands the complete package defensively. He's good on the ball. He understands where you need to bump ball screeners running to the rim. He dug balls loose off the dribble. He dug balls loose off the post. He just gets it. He understands the game. He's a very cerebral player, really smart, great IQ for the game. He was aggressive offensively, driving it. Took it right at Mabako several times, and he played really well on both ends, really. It was just, like I said, whether it's the direct post feed or the lobs and where we didn't have the bumps covered. I'll have to look through the film and see we were too spread out on the backside behind some of those rolls to the rim.
And then address this before we foul trouble, but number 5, is he got to stay on the court more for you?
Yeah, we're in year 5. I don't know if he had any unnecessary ones tonight. I didn't, I'll look through. I didn't think there was any really egregious ones where he did something out of context. They all came within the flow of the game.
And then just similarly to what I asked about John, in the second half especially, when you guys did take the lead, Chucky penetrating, acting as a facilitator, what stood out there as well?
Yeah, he did a good job. We felt we could spread them out and drive it a little bit. We did that. We had some good looks. Tyler had it point blank several times. We had some good looks from 3 too. I thought Max had several good looks. Chucky had a good look in the corner there late, but he was able to get in the inside of the defense and find people. Like I said, the offensive numbers tell me we were good enough. It's comes back to what we've been battling all year, and that's our identity defensively.
It took AJ a while to get going. He needs to make more plays early. He's a guy that could just really kind of take something out of that.
Yeah, it's it's everything with AJ. We're continuing to defensively. A lot of those things that I talked about away from the ball, and that's really important when you're guarding ball screens. You have to have the other guys involved. And I'll look through the film and see if we were in position, out of position. But that's for him, it's obviously shot selection I think has gotten better. He hit a tough 3. He misses a tough 3. Those, you got the ball in the playmaker's hands. You crushed his decision making, but for AJ, it's continuing to help him grow his awareness and effectiveness on the defensive end when he's not guarding the ball per se.
Fire alarm stoppage. Have you encountered anything like that before?
No.
Just what were you being told in those moments, and how do you handle that with the team?
I thought it was a great timeout for whoever from Indiana pulled the fire alarm for them, because we were making a run. So, no, I mean, we had a little time in the locker room, not as much as what they originally had told us. And then you get, 5 minutes to go warm back up and go play. So it was kind of like having 2 halftimes.
Since Ware didn't play in the first matchup, what was kind of the plan going in against him, and what, just I guess
So
wasn't
those 2
working?
guys together are a handful, The key for them has been that they haven't been able to consistently make threes, and they've struggled from the free throw line, but Ware and Renault have been really good. This is I don't know if this is the best Khalil's played, but it's got to be ranking near the top, but those 2 draw a lot of attention, and we didn't do a good enough job on those 2 guys specifically. Thought we got Ware or Renault out of the game early with a couple fouls, but we were able to take advantage of that, and Ware picked up the slack and then some with Malik on the bench.
You mentioned yesterday, obviously the road is a big opportunity for anyone in the team, probably more so than this. For those opportunities to keep passing by, it's starting to get frustrating. Are you starting to feel with the team?
No, what I'm frustrated about is that defensively we've come down this road before, and at times we're really good, and then we're not. We had really good possessions tonight at times when we were making our run, but to be consistently to cross that threshold consistently defensively that's been our Achilles heel for most of the year. We've outscored it, and we've outscored our Achilles heel defensively in some games, and tonight it came down to where we needed to. It was the start that we gave them some confidence with, and then we were able to collect ourselves and then down the stretch to be able to get a stop. You got to take a 2-point lead and make it 4 or 5, and we had an offensive rebound. I think Renault got one. We had a ball screen. We tried to change the route on a ball screen, and Galloway got to tie it, I believe, a little floater. So just all those one play here or there makes a big difference.
It hasn't always been end-to-end defensive struggles, right? It's really just
Pockets. It's pockets. It's snapshots of struggles. And Indiana's a good team. I mean, they've had their struggles, but they're talented. I mean, I have any different impression from when we played them the first time back in January or whatever it was. They've got good players, and when you give good players confidence, you have a long night.
You expect teams to go on runs, though, so I guess how do you just make that just a little bit smaller, so you're not down 15 after one of those?
Yeah, well, it starts with not letting the ball in the post, specifically with Ware, and every game's a little different. We didn't foul too excessively tonight, that was a good sign, but like I said, I'll look through the film to see exactly how they're getting the ball so deep. But like I said, credit goes to Ware specifically and to Renault for the job they did inside there. And Khalil was the best player on the floor, and he was really good tonight.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.